Good evening, everyone. How's it going? This is Stack in the South. It's Thursday evening, a beautiful evening here in northern Florida, and I'm coming back with another fantastic video for y'all to watch. And today, it's going to be about the Royal Canadian Mint. I made a trip to the LCS today, picked up a couple coins, and I will show those here momentarily. And I decided that, I haven't decided. I've been wanting to do a video on the Royal Canadian Mint. So basically, I started looking in for information because I like to, like when I went over the history of the Libertad or the Perth Mint, those are things I like to look up. So maybe I can pass on a little bit of knowledge to y'all, if y'all are interested. Now, if I make any mistakes about this, my friends up in Canada, I apologize. I just do some internet searches and I find some information, I write it down, hopefully it's accurate. And there's no way in heck I could ever cover everything about the Perth or the Royal Canadian Mint. So these are just going to be some points I found interesting. But here we go. All right. Royal Canadian Mint. The Royal Canadian Mint is the Mint of Canada and a Crown corporation. They provide all of Canada's circulation coins and also coins on behalf of other countries. For instance, they've made coins for Cuba, which I found somewhat interesting. And several other countries. Did I write them all down to tell you guys? No. But that information is out there if you guys want to know. They also produce base and collector coins, right? So I'm not sure what they mean by base. I don't know if that means circulation coins, quarters, dimes, that sort of stuff, or if that means, your average maple. I guess I could go both ways. Here's a maple I have in the original Royal Canadian Mint. Plastic, look at that, 1988. I have two of these, actually. I think this one might be an 89. Yep. Yeah, and they got a little bit of toning. Look at that one. Awesome. I thought about taking those out, but I'm not going to. So those might be what they mean by base. And they might mean this by collector coins. I picked this one up today at the LCS. Oh, let's get this right. All right. Canadian, 1 ounce fine silver, argent pure, 4/9 fine. This here is the 2005, correct? Yep. 2005 Leaf of Hope. Leaf of Hope. I'm tongue-tied a little bit this evening. All right. This is a beautiful coin. I mean, look at that finish. I mean, you could see everything in my room. Oh, look at that. But if I stuck my head up there, yeah, that's like a mirror. Wow. So this must be what this is I would guess is a collector coin. I don't know how many of those were minted. I didn't get much information off out of the LCS about that today. But that's okay. They don't know everything about every coin that comes in, right? And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about both LCSs I have here because they are vastly different and it's interesting, and I think some of y'all will find it interesting how they both focus, how they price, how they do things like that. Moving on. They also produce coins in gold, silver, palladium, and platinum. So here's another example of a silver coin, which I picked up at the LCS today. That wolf. I don't know exactly what kind of wolf that is, but this is cool. I like that. I like the, the snow or the ice that this thing is standing on. It's just cool how it's completely almost a mirror-like finish on that part. And this is another reason. And look at the moon. Cool. So this is a 2011. I also got this for 32 bucks. That one, not as popular on eBay. But again, I look at these prices, not because I'm selling them, but because I'm just hoping that eventually they'll rise in value. So, they also produce medals, medallions, and tokens. I don't have any examples of any of those. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe someone from Canada can do a little more in-depth about what the Royal Canadian Mint produces, you know. Let's see. And what I also found interesting is they function in a corporation, in a commercial manner, and they do not rely on taxpayer support. So I found that interesting. Function as a commercial kind of entity. I guess that's a crown corporation. I found that interesting. Again, I don't know all the details about that. That's probably a whole nother rabbit hole to go down about how the Royal Mint is run and all that stuff. But it was established in Ottawa in 1908 as a branch of the British Royal Mint. And in 1931, the assets were transferred to the Canadian government and the mint was established as the Royal Canadian Mint. They have two mints, as far as I know. I read one thing that said maybe there's 3 mints up there, but I believe there's only 2. In Ottawa and Winnipeg. And the Winnipeg one was opened in 1976. The Ottawa one was the original mint. So there you go. That's about all the information I have. And now I'm just going to show you some of the stuff I have. You know, I start with these 2-ounce coins. And that's a werewolf. You know, I got to find myself a couple of some 2-ounce capsules. I don't know what happened to this one. It's all cracked. Anyway, I've showed this in some videos before. Yeah, it's really cool. I love it. I absolutely think it's amazing. So that's a 2021. I also bought this one not too long ago, and I think I got a pretty decent deal on this one. We got saber tooth. 2 ounce. 4.9's fine. Of course, it has the Privy Mark security feature on there. I don't even want to touch this one. Is it 1952 to 2022? You know, this is kind of a, you know, another one of those kind of going through the years of the Queen. All right. So you guys have seen this one. Verse proof maple. 2017 with the old rooster privy on it. Yep. Got 2 of those. Pretty stoked about those. Here are just some regular maples. Nothing crazy. You know, and a lot of people talk about the maples. They don't like them. They find them to be plain looking, kind of bland. I think that I love the design. I think it's simple, clean, and elegant. I like that. I think sometimes when things are too busy, you know, in such a small space, it can take away from the beauty of it. So anyway, I have these ones too. Unfortunately, these are milk spotted like pretty crazy. But these are the 2009 Vancouver 2010 Olympics. So these were produced in 2009 for the 2010 Olympics. But look at that milk spot. What? That's horrible. And unfortunately, it's on all of them I got. Look at that. God, jeez. That's so horrible looking. These are beautiful, beautiful coins. And they're just yuck. You know, I'll show you the last one just to show you. See what I'm saying? Anyway. All right. So I also got 3 of these. You know, I picked these all up from the LCS. 2000 firework privy. So I've had this one for a while, or this one's been around for a while. You know, I really like the this bust of the Queen. I think this is a good one. All right, so I have 3 of those. I'm not going to show all those, but you know, I think I went over this Birds of Prey one the other night, so I won't give too much into these. But look at that, some more. Ugh, that is hideous looking. Let's look at the other one. Yeah, that one better looking, not great. But anyway, I believe these are the Eagles, Peregrine Falcon, Like I said, I don't have the other ones. Someone did reach out to me about the owls. I'm sorry I haven't emailed you back. I apologize. Things have been crazy hectic lately. And of course, the last two I got from the LCS. Pretty cool. Anyway, but that's pretty much it, man. There's just a little bit of information about the Royal Canadian Mint. And when I looked up information, there's information for miles, and I mean miles. There's a lot of stuff to read. So I just basically gave you a little bit of things that kind of stuck out to me. And now that the silver portion of this video is over, those of you that don't care about Hot Wheels can bounce. Are there those of you who do like to see them? Here we go. So I know I showed a couple Jaguar here recently. I'm going to show this one. It's a Jaguar Project 8. This is a $180,000 supercharged, ridiculous, most powerful Jaguar, production Jaguar ever made. And honestly, I want to say it's 550. I don't remember how many horsepower it is, but it's pretty ridiculous. It's a beautiful car. Again, I'm a fan of Jags, and you know, I know not everyone likes Jags, but anyway, I believe this is another Fast and Furious model. Jaguar XE SV Project 8. Man, I've seen one of these in the Amelia Island Elegance car show they have every year up there, and it was in burnt orange or burnt umber, something like that, and that thing was amazing, and it sounded, I can't even begin to explain how good it sounded. But I just want to show you all that one. SB, you know, there's supposed to be some carbon fiber on the roof. Anyway, so I also found the other day I stopped by Target, and to the behest of my fiance, I picked up a couple more Hot Wheels, and I'm gonna open one of these in my next video. So maybe those of you that are interested in Hot Wheels, look at that 73 Volvo 142 GL. I had a Volvo back a long time ago, and I don't know if it was this model, but it was slammed and it was pretty dope. I just didn't know how to work on cars, so I ended up having to get rid of it. 89 Porsche 944 Turbo. These are all part of some Candian series. If there's any of these you guys want to see that I found interesting, I almost didn't pick this one up, but I did. I didn't know if this was Australian, but come to find out it's a European English version of a Ford, the 87 Ford Sierra Cosworth. That's pretty dope too. That's a Ford I'd probably drive. But anyway, if I'm gonna open one of these up for my next video. If there's anything anyone wants to see, just drop it in the comments. You know, if you don't care, that's fine. Not everyone likes Hot Wheels, you know. It's kind of juvenile, I know, but it's just one of those things I collect. And it is what it is. You know, my fiance's accepted it, and she doesn't say much. But then again, I haven't bought hardly any Hot Wheels in about the last year, so between scalpers and, you know, the prices, and I've also discovered silver, and this takes way more of my money than those do. So it's one of those things I just don't buy, because every time I go in there and look at them, I think, man, I should buy some silver instead. Anyway, I'm out.